So first of all, thank you again, Dr. Zhang, for inviting me on behalf of the industry, and UNISEC-Global and UNISEC-Taiwan for organizing the whole year event. I trust that this is very helpful for international cooperations. So in my short 15 minutes talk, I would not consider this as a presentation. However, I would like to bring up some ideas or thoughts or probably just questions so everyone can exchange ideas. I trust that's more helpful and also useful for everyone involved in the space area. So today I'm going to share a little bit about what we call the GET initiative, the GET initiative for space collaborations from Qisda. Qisda is a company who just entering this field of the space business in 2 years, very short period of time. However, we are considered one of the most fast mover in the Taiwan tech conglomerate. Okay, so later on I will share a little bit about how we can move fast and also get into the space business that fast, and also how you would benefit from not only ourselves, but also the startup from the space industry, and also the school who has aerospace major. Okay, so there will be 3 elements I will share on our space collaborations. First of all, I will touch a little bit about the trend and challenges, and next is our space partnership. And the last one is the GET initiative. That's the major part I'm going to elaborate a little bit more. So we know that in the recent 3 to 4 years, I would say, thanks to the technology advancement that everyone involved in the satellite business has been benefited from the product development and also advancement that making the micro satellite and cube satellite to be more available. Okay. However, we see also there's a lot of challenges that there are too many opportunity, and many opportunity they are considered too small, or they are not able to really put into a good business case. That's creating a lot of confusions for the industry to consider whether or not we will be invested in. And next one is the research focus from the previous satellite development now is entering to a new stage that we are looking for the commercial use of the LEO satellite. And we're getting more faster because it's not only for the commercial use, but also for the national security concern. And user terminals are expected to be starting from selective of the quantity and turn that into a volume mass production. We already receiving some of the requests from some operators from Europe and also APEC. They are considered to have volume productions of the LEO satellite. So I think this is a big pivot point for small space startup that are looking for some support from the industry of the big corporate. And the next one is constellation. Constellations will turn a small satellite into a continuously support of the communication, and also the remote sensing and Earth observations type of applications. That will bring not only a technologies from the satellite, but also a service to the end users, no matter it's a B2C or B2B. So from the industry, we consider that is a very important dividend that will bring the industry to consider the space is not just a science project, but it's a business to come. Sorry? Okay. So, but we also see there's a lot of challenges. From the industry, there's always a concern regarding the return on investment. So if there is no clear killer applications from the small startup from the space, that will not attract the industry or the corporate to invest. And the next one is even more important, is about integration. Integration is an issue that the operators will need all the technologies from the space and also from the ground, which is user terminals, to be fully integrated. But not only just the technologically, but also the service. So the constellations will help the integrations to a certain degree. However, that is still a challenge for now. And validation is also a challenge. Okay, there's a separate organization. They can do a different testing and validations for the product, but we consider that that type of validations may release from the institutes or the universities or the government to the industry, and so to make it more available. And regulations and policies are also kind of behind what the industry is needed. So in terms also of for the funding, the capital support from the government is also very important. So we consider the problem, just like I mentioned, there are many opportunities, but most of them are very small. So in terms of the startup, when they do the pitch, they are very good at pitch about what their technology is good. However, they are not able to convince how this technology will bring to life, and also what that impact will become a business for the market or for the investors. So there's also an issue about that type of narrow view on the technology focus. We also cause some risky decisions from the investors, which is on our side. I do the investments for the company. So when I have the chance to speak to the space startup, I always encourage them to connect it to other parts of the whole system, and to see if there will be another bigger pictures of the business moving forward. So trying to making their story more convincing. And the last part is the integration. So we need integrations, but who will be the one to do the integration is key. So far, I don't have the answer for now. Okay, but that's really a good one for those small space startup or even the industry, if they want to enter the space business, or they want to invest in any of the space company, that should be considered. Otherwise, selling a technology or module or component will not get to a good business for the longer term. So if we align all of these trends and challenges to the topic of the day, which is the talent incubations with experiences in and also examples in Taiwan, I would say that the university is still the platform for everyone, because in Taiwan, the school has also pioneering the space development, about the study, about the research, and also engineering for many decades. And the industry is far behind from that. So if the industry would like to really turn these space technologies from the research stage and also turn it to a business stage, there's a lot more resources and also the expertise that we need to learn and also incorporate from the universities. And we have a few top universities specialized in aerospace. That's very important. And also we from ourselves at Qisda, that we are aligned with some of the very top universities. And Dr. Zhang from National Cheung Kong University is the major one that we are working with. And the second one is that if the industry decided to join the space business and try to working with the top universities from aerospace, the industry will inject its strategies and also capitals to make this initiative more vibrant. Okay, So what we think is that the solution is to align the school, the startup, and also the enterprise. And how we can do that, later on I will share a little bit about our humble progress. So Qisda is a company with 8 billion revenues. We have a global presence ranging from the expertise on R&D, manufacturing, and also service centers. So as a technology companies with a scale from R&D to manufacturing, how we see the space industry. We think that in the future, there will be 5G and also 6G communications. But the LEO communication is one of that. We incorporate everything that's missing. So thinking of the future 5 to 10 years, we think the LEO communications is very important, not only for a single area, a single country, but for the region and also the global. So we are thinking about entering the space business, not only for one single business unit or one single product line. We consider to build an ecosystem so we can really take lead from all the investments from other companies. So Qisda originally is named as BenQ on the left-hand side, as you can see. So we then split the company from brand, which is still called BenQ, and also manufacturing. It's now called Qisda. So on the right-hand side is AUO, is a panel company that manufactures a lot of monitor panels. So together with under the Qisda one platform, we have a brand to manufacture our own product and sell to globally with the global services. And on Qisda, we have the full range of R&D that can help us to study the market and also try to incorporate all the resources to support the new business, for example, like space. So in our space business for now, okay, only talking about just the space fleet, we consider that is a alliance synergies. On the left-hand side, we have the innovation arm. The company is Rapidtech. They do RF design, tests, and calibrations. They manufacture the phase array and also communication payload. And so far, they are based in Taiwan and will soon open their office in US. And the central part is the manufacturing arm. We have two listed companies in Taiwan. First one is Alpha Networks. They are networking for the product by the OEM, ODM, and JDM with the factories in Vietnam, Taiwan, and also China. And the next one is Hytron Technologies. They are cable operator manufacturers. They have offices in Taiwan, US, and also factories in Vietnam. They are one of the top 3 cable modem manufacturers. So together with Alpha Networks and Hytron, that we are capable to support all the space companies if their product will be turned into a volume productions. So that's very important to have the manufacturing arm. Currently, we are receiving some of the business inquiries from operators in APEC and also Europe. They want to manufacture their user terminals with a type of open platform. So with this help from the manufacturers, that would be most easier for us to study the industry and also supporting any of the investment decisions. On the right-hand side, we also have another company, IDG. They will do the integrations. Okay, this is many of the product line from Rapidtech. So that gives us the capabilities to support a type of the requirement from the market. Okay, I will just go through this very fast. Okay, so our space partnership framework, on the left-hand side is industry partnership. Okay, I will not go through this in detail, but on the right-hand side is academia partnership. We have a space research partner program and space education partner program. So far, we are starting to discussing with a few of the aerospace universities. starting to bring the industry know-how and also requirement, especially we will bring a few of the top talent to join force the professors in probably designing some workshop and to bring the industry expertise on how to turn the technology into business. And if there will be a startup within this partnership that may require investments, we also have an investment arm that we're supporting certain investments for startup or even a small to medium-sized business. So the last part is the GET initiative. Okay, so this is very important as we talk about the theme of the meeting today is the talent incubations. So we consider generation is the keywords. It's the most important keywords from outside representing the industry to think about and also consider the business value for the space industry. Because the younger generation, whether they are considering to join the space industry, they need to envision the space industry in a different way to consider this as a career, not only just for the research period of time. Okay, on this, that from our side, we can bring our years of expertise in sharing the younger generations how to think about their future. But for the senior generations, we think they need to refresh to outreach because the satellite is totally different from 10 or 20 years ago. It's turned from the research purpose and now turned into in the initial stage for the commercial area. So the senior generations will also need to brand themselves into this type of new ideas. And the second part is entrepreneurship. Okay, even we are representing the industry, we run organization, probably most of those more than 1,000, 20,000 employees. But we consider space is young and new and innovative. Everyone involved in this business, no matter they are from the corporate or from the startup, they need to incorporate the mindset of entrepreneurship. Okay, so the small startup, they need to connect to growth. And for the new startup, they need to turn R&D to business development led. Okay, we have so many engineering type of startup. They are either from the school or they are from the industry. But at first, they focus more on the R&D, but they forget about the business development. But on the industry side, we think that business development sometimes is more important than R&D alone. Okay, so the last part is on transformation. We think the way to think about space business is not to think as what you originally think, to make a good product, to advance, outpace your competitors, then you will really make the good business. So the previous speakers also talk about global. But on our perspective, go global is not just physically going global or to meet someone from international touch. It's more important to know that why you are going global and how to go global effectively if you want to really make a business, not just to make connections. So bring your technology development and also the architect of your system design, and then bring the connections all together with the support from the industry, from the corporate is very important. And the last part is the partnership for solution. Try not to focus on a single area of product development and bring the best product, the perfect product to the market, but try to align with other partners and try to propose a solution to the customers is very important. So the last part to conclude is that on the industry side, at Qisda, we are eager to invest. We just invested a company with more than $10 million last year. And this year we are going to invest a little bit more, hopefully. And we really want to work with some of the new startup and also university globally to see how we can align and also make the space business a better industry for Taiwan and for our connected partners. Thank you.